5 straight winners of 5 straight contests. We'll see how it plays out here this afternoon. Retrievers will get first crack here on offense as the Catamounts start in man. Lewis right down in the paint. Layup won't go. It comes off the back of the rim, and Olsen rips down the rebound for the Catamounts. You see Vermont, their starting 5. Olsen, Bellavito, she's averaging 9 a game. Sarah ERICSON also in that starting lineup, the senior from Norwich, Connecticut. Gilwee dumps in Olsen. Guarded by Walker. Foul called underneath on Jaden Walker today. 1,537 points, 707. How about 14 games in double figures this year as well? Olsen shoots 58% from the floor, but she misses a pair of free throws here to start the game for Vermont. UMBC looking to keep in contact. Walker from 3, that's off the side of the rim, and wins in a row for Vermont. It's been double figures. There you see Candace Hill. She's the first-year coach for UMBC. She's trying to make a statement, and her first conference win, Raven, against UAlbany. If her second is against Vermont, she becomes an instant legend here, right?
I mean, it's quite the statement.
Yeah.
It started off a little slow, but if you're able to knock off the top 2, you're saying something.
Vito from the baseline from about 19 knocks it down. And the Vermont Catamounts are on the board first. Yanez. Now, Lewis will launch from 3. That's off the mark, no good. And long rebound comes for ERICSON, and quickly Vito on the run.
UMBC not really getting into a consistent offense, kind of just taking the shot after the first pass. But I like Vermont. They are moving the ball both sides of the floor and attacking straight down the paint. Not able to finish, but that's still a good look.
A nice take by ERICSON, just everything but the finish there. Davis for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no. So a much different start to this one from long range for UMBC.
And sometimes that's how it goes. You come off of a game where everything's falling, and now you have to find your rhythm again in this game, but you can't not shoot the ball.
Vito, the miss for Vermont. Sanchez has it stripped away. Oh, good hands underneath that time. Gilwee with the nice steal there for the Catamounts.
That's great understanding, being able to strip it away and not allow it to go out of bounds. I think Sanchez stopped because she thought it was going to be a dead ball out of bounds.
No question. Gilwee not only knocked it away, but then she corralled it right before it went over the end line. Catamounts 7 to shoot. Dump it in for Olsen. Great defense by Jaden Walker. She knocks it away. It'll be Catamount back off the floor.
Shot clock is big here.
Oh, they get a quick give and go there. No good. And Sanchez runs the rebound down for the Retrievers. Yanez. Retrievers will play the half-court offense now as Vermont did a nice job getting back on defense. They'll reach in there from Bellavito, and she picks up her. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, but you have to be strong there a lot of times or the ball gets knocked away and it becomes a turnover. All right, so the inbounds for the Retrievers looking for their first bucket of the game. Davis closed out by Lenz, and now gets it back for Yanez. Good hedge there. Yanez lost the hand. Carmen would have been hard if she caught it again, right? But she can't put it back on the floor. So just one bucket here in the first 3.5 minutes. And now UMBC goes zone. Immediately Vermont shoots from 3 and knock it down. Hansen off the bench knocks down the 3 for Vermont.
We spoke about her, and we knew she was coming in to score. UMBC's got to know where the scorers are if they're going to switch into that zone.
First touch, she was not shot. Lewis with a good baseline drive. Her layup is good.
The second time she's been able to get directly to the basket, she's going to have to continue to do that, coming from the elbow and coming from the wing.
Catamounts beat the pressure, step through, but a miss there by Lenz. Nice drive to the basket, but just couldn't finish. Retrievers now, chance to get 2 straight buckets. Walker, hesitation move, and a tough right-handed shot goes.
Again, just her ability to make things happen in the paint. She has a soft touch around the rim.
Oh, Yanez picks the pocket in the front court. Carmen all the way to the basket. Layup won't go. Hit the back or the underside of the rim. Now Vermont in transition. Hanson thought about a three. Good closeout there by Sanchez. Olsen, little 7-footer is good.
It's a nice shot right over the defense. If you see that you do have the height advantage, you got to be able to shoot the ball right over her hands.
Now, big swing there as Retrievers had a chance to take their first lead of the game, but Vermont comes right back down, and Olsen inside. So the game in the paint has been key for both teams here early on. Walker right down the lane, goes by Olsen and scores.
Right at her. I think Olsen was trying to throw her off by stepping back, and Walker did a phenomenal job keeping her balance and being able to finish.
So Jaden's got 4, and we got a 1-point game here midway through the first quarter. Hanson dumped down again. Olsen with a good cross-court pass. Hanson puts it on the floor, goes down the lane. Good defense as...
And cheer UMBC on.
All right, so Retrievers trail by a point, but they have the basketball midway through this first quarter. Let's see if they continue to attack in the paint. Walker gets an isolation. Now from about 12, knocks it down over top of Prieta, who's checked back in for Vermont.
Clearly Walker likes the matchup that she has. Great defense.
Retrievers steal, get the pressure and the turnover, and they'll reset the offense.
And I like Coach Hill redirected them. It looked like they were about to get a little messy, and let's pull it out and set something up.
Well, Walker could have taken a really tough shot across the lane, but she chose to bring it out and reset the offense instead. We'll see if it pays off here. Lewis to the base or to the lane and scores.
Does she switch from her left hand to the right in the air? It's a nice finish. Going to the basket, getting cut off.
4 straight for UMBC. They have a 3-point lead now. Hanson cut off on the baseline by Davis. Lenz on the far side. Prieta. Hanson for 3. She went and misses front of the rim. Sanchez on the break. Good job again. Vermont's so good at getting back in transition.
It's actually phenomenal. They know the
ball and 22 to shoot. So Raven, after the Retrievers shot a couple threes and missed. Oh, great take to the basket by Lewis. They've attacked the paint and had major success inside.
And so remember at the beginning of the year, that's what UMBC was making a name for themselves of, attacking the basket, being able to finish. Then they showed they can knock down threes, but this is what we're used to seeing, getting into the paint and making them figure out how to defend underneath the basket.
It's a 6-0 run for UMBC. They have a 5-point lead. Hanson with a nice little pop in the lane is good.
Hanson comes in like she should be starting when she comes off the bench and is in attack mode, ready to get a bucket.
We talked about it before, right? Some players just like maybe kind of taking it into the first couple minutes and coming off the bench and just doing their thing.
So a great person to have.
Hanson bucket was in the lane. It was close. Well, UMBC 12 points in the paint.
It's going to be something that Vermont has to discuss at the end of the quarter is how do you protect the basket? How do you keep the guards from attacking from that elbow area? Because they're really getting some easy layups.
Olsen hands it off. Erickson dumps down inside. Olsen has it knocked away. Good hands by Davis. Olsen right back at it. A little spin move. Layup is good.
Patience.
That's a great take to the basket. Are you kidding me?
It was a backbound from like the short corner into a drop step. This is pure post moves right there.
Handoff. Sanchez goes around her defender. Foul is, I believe Hanson's going to pick this hand check.
I love that she knew to just drop step and finish.
Retrievers inbounds. Walker puts it on the floor, goes on Olsen and scores! 6. Chance to make it 7. She's 73% from the free throw line, and she knocks it down. Numerous times to Coach Hill about Elena and kind of the minutes that she gives. And we'll see. Elena right now, Retrievers with some pressure, so go back off of it. Just kind of watching the matchups here. Davis switches off onto Olsen, and Williams.
The wings is what it looked like, and have their post player in the middle.
All right, so Retrievers get the turnover, and UMBC now with the ball in a 4-point lead. Thompson, always looking to shoot for the Retrievers. Sanchez goes right down the lane. So turnover UMBC. It's going to go back over to Vermont. Hansen back in the game. There's Bellavito, who's back in as well. Retrievers are going to stay in that zone defense. Dump inside. Hansen open, but closed out. Now Olsen on the baseline. Good feed, cross court. Vito for three, yes.
That's great court awareness to be able to see over the defense, skip past it over the zone to an open shooter.
So they called a 2 and not a 3. We'll see if they check that at the break. Retrievers with a last chance here with 15. Davis, though, launches an early 3 that's off the side of the rim. The Retrievers just crushed Albany, or crushed UAlbany every end of quarter with big buckets. Thompson, 4 to shoot. Yanez, Carmen spins, and off the front of the rim, no good at the buzzer. That's how.
Have to be consistent coming into the second quarter.
I mean, do the math. They're 8-9 coming in, so they're 8-1 after leading in the first quarter. They're 0-9, right, or 0-8 if they trail after the first quarter. So that's big. That's a big number. Gilwey off the screen. That's off the side of the rim. Lewis runs down the rebound on the baseline. Those Catamounts come up empty on their first offensive possession. Good spin by Walker, but she stopped. Go through if you don't get it, right?
If she would have finished that cut, that would have been the perfect pass from Yanez.
All right, so both teams come up empty. Retrievers back in man. ERICSON back in. Gilwey's going to launch from 3 again. That's off the rim, no good.
But
she liked it.
Back ran from her.
Just a little short. Looked like she was on target, but just a little bit short that time. Hansen tries to move around Yanez. Good job by Carmen to move her feet. Tough shot by Hansen, no good, and Yanez picks up the rebound. Good work by Carmen. She's really been coming on lately. She picked up her 100th career assist in the win against UAlbany. She's 7 of 19 for her last 3-pointers. Here's Walker now. She pulls up, kind of, I think got caught in between whether to shoot it straight on or use the glass, and it ended up coming up short. ERICSON, back up 3, yes.
Step back from behind the screen. It's a good shot.
ERICSON has played extremely well since coming off the bench. She started the last 5 games and really has been a huge spark plug for Vermont. Exactly what she was doing from the time she let go of the pass when she was going to re-spot up there. And she just drilled it. The Catamounts looking to build on the lead. Gilwey off the screen. Hansen goes near side. ERICSON again backs up and shoots. That's short off the front of the rim, poked out. Good hustle there. Davis is down for UMBC. Olsen can't finish, but she's fouled.
And
she's going to make Olsen earn these at the free throw line. And she misses again. Second one, no good.
I think that's when you talk about it and you
don't
put
even
their
go,
stats out there.
Don't even go there. So I wish I had that much power. UMBC turns it over again. Catamounts right back out on the offensive. Gilwey puts it on the floor. Great feed inside. And a good finish by Priaday as she uses the left hand. And the Catamounts lead by 3.
It's a great look. Walker fell asleep rotating after the ball moved to the other side of the court. And finding the post player on the relocation is what you want from your guards.
Sanchez comes off the screen. Retrievers have 10 to shoot. Walker from 17. That's no good. Davis had good position, but Priaday went over the top and knocked it away. Gilwee goes baseline. Stops from 12 and knocks it down. Lewis and no one else has scored for UMBC. Meanwhile, every player on the floor for Vermont has scored at least 2 points for the Catamounts. All right, retrievers. And Sanchez didn't really have to do that. Ball was tipped, but she recovers. Here's Lewis. I agree, Raven. Just the defensive intensity has just been ratcheted up for the Catamounts.
And you can see, we talked about the paint presence for UMBC in the first quarter.
I don't think she would have gotten the shot off in time anyway. So that's another turnover for UMBC. And I think the big difference too, Raven, this game is that the retrievers aren't confident in their half-court offenses, or at least as confident as they was on Thursday against UAlbany. They were shooting when they were open, the first good shot they got.
So Vermont switched back to a zone on that last possession. Remember, UMBC started off shooting threes and weren't able to knock any down at the end of this game. Vermont is knocking down some threes. So.
Gilwee again knocks down the three. She's got 5. And Vermont has their biggest lead of the game. It's an 8-0 run, or it's a 9-0 run to start this second quarter. How about that?
Extra efforts coming into the paint, listening to what the strategy is after a first quarter that you probably weren't as impressed with.
So retrievers enter the shot clock again. Dump down for Walker. Back to 6.
Long arms, I think, is throwing them off from the three-point line, and then they're swarming the paint.
I have an answer. You throw the ball to the post and then back out again, and you take the first best shot you get. Right?
I need to see you in a uniform.
Olsen knocks down the 12-footer. I didn't say I could actually do it. I just thought I had an answer. It's all Catamounts 12-0 here to start quarter number 2. Yanez thought about a 3. Good closeout by Gilwee.
Again, protecting that three-point line. It looks like it's there. They're rotating. It's a good attack, but now help side is already there.
Yanez for 3. That's off the mark. Good defense. Another good closeout, that time by Olsen and the Catamount D. Gilwee, far side. Over 5 minutes in, still looking for our first retriever bucket. Olsen down to the baseline, and Priaday score.
The shot looks so easy. I'm trying to figure out how I would shoot the ball if I was that tall. It's just like over everybody right at the basket.
A Catamount onslaught here in quarter number 2. I think the retrievers just need to make a bucket. Oh, good dump down by Sanchez, but Williams misses the easy one.
And that's the bucket you need to at least give yourself some hope in this second quarter, just not able to finish.
Well, now Vermont will slow it down. ERICSON, step back 3, yes. It's just Walker and Lewis, the only 2 retrievers that have scored.
That makes it very challenging as well to be productive. If now they're swarming Walker and Lewis, somebody else has to find another way to get involved on the offensive end.
Good hands by Priaday. Lewis almost lost the handle. Sanchez cuts back door, layup, that won't go. Ball tipped away from Walker. Down the Catamounts come. Another,
great.
To say it was an easy layup, but it's probably a shot you should make, right?
She got contested at the end, though. There is a height difference in that paint with Vermont.
ERICSON off the back of the rim, no good. Olsen can't keep it alive. Walker with a big-time play. All right, retrievers in transition, but
the sprint, Vermont's back already. The sprint back, there is discipline in their team and their defensive concepts.
Walker had a mismatch, but ERICSON was up to the challenge. Gilwee now.
Pass.
Oh, Priaday finds a wide open Hanson, but she can't make it, and a foul on Vermont.
A spark. Otherwise, going into halftime, not scoring is draining.
Yeah, you got to kind of get back into it, right? Maybe get it down to 10, something like that. All right, here's Lewis. Davis back into the retriever lineup. Walker, she was hot early. Works on Priaday. Throws the layup up, that won't go. And Lenz pulls down the rebound for Vermont. Catamounts. Hanson down the baseline. Layup no good. Good defense by the retrievers. And Thompson, where is she supposed to go? I mean, she just handed the ball off and kept going. Where is she supposed to go?
Not through the person that's already been standing there.
But doesn't she have a right to keep going? I don't know.
That's why we're over here.
That's right. That's right. All right, here's Vermont. Lenz. Oh, nice
move.
Oh, nice move, but she can't score inside. And UMBC back at it. Oh, there it is from the elbow. Yasmin Ott off the bench to break the seal for UMBC here in quarter number 2.
And maybe that's what's needed. You got a couple of new faces coming in off the bench, a new set of energy. Push the ball for the last minute of the quarter.
Good rebound by Davis inside after she boxed out. Thompson. Walker's working hard down inside. It's been a good battle between her and Olsen, then her and Priaday. Bellamy checks the clock. Walker, little floater off the backboard, no good. Hanson looks to push. 35 left in the quarter. Gilwee slows down play. Vermont, 12-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Hanson couldn't get around the screen. Nice job by Ott. She'll go baseline or go down the lane and score.
Soft little one-legged floater.
Hanson's got 7. Retrievers have one last chance. Thompson off the screen, launches, no good at the. Oh no, she started the second half. Yeah. All right, here we go. Retrievers will start with the basketball. Walker dumps it in, but it's knocked away. Good hands as they couldn't get it into Lewis on the inside. So right away, first possession, Retrievers turn it over. Olsen right to work on Davis. Little pivot, 7-footer, drops in.
The footwork, not traveling, staying patient to see where Davis ends up at, and then just a soft touch around the basket.
All right, so Vermont gets the first bucket of the second half. Dump down for Davis. Lewis for 3. That was bothered, and really another good closeout by the Catamounts. Hanson gives it back for ERICSON. Now Gilwee on the far side. ERICSON gets the return pass, goes around the screen. Nice move. Now Olsen steps out and can't knock down the jump shot. Good look, it just didn't go down for her.
And it's patience. They're looking for each other. You talked about in the first half, everybody for Vermont was able to put points on the board, and it's because they genuinely look for each other on the offensive side.
Walker kicks it back out for Yanez. Lewis now. ERICSON digs down. Oh, nice take to the basket. Lewis scores.
Again, she's scoring with 3 people coming out. You have somebody digging from the ball side and then help side coming. Well, she's trying.
Raven, second quarter on, right? It's been Vermont gets everything they want, and another open look. ERICSON can't knock it down. It's open looks for Vermont and contested shots for UMBC all the time. That's what we've seen consistently. Another tough shot, but Davis is able to finish.
Now, for UMBC, you got to start stringing some of those together. You make some tough shots. Now you got to get some big stops on the defensive end.
Retrievers with some pressure in the backcourt, near steal by Sanchez. ERICSON splits the double team. Gilwee from the foul line, good.
There needed to be somebody that stepped up in the middle of the paint right there. That's just a good pull-up. We talked about nobody ever really takes the mid-range pull-up anymore, and that's a great read right there.
A tough break for the Retrievers. They almost got the steal, but you got to give ERICSON credit for kind of battling through it and keeping the play alive.
Quarter, they only held the Retrievers to 2 points because they were able to get back to their fundamental defense to make it harder for the Retrievers to go one-on-one. Now they need to keep that same intensity in the second half. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Phoebe. And you look at the numbers, points allowed in the first half, and Vermont's just really setting the tone defensively in every game.
And that's what they're supposed to do. If you want to compete at a high level, you have to be the one that comes out and throws the punches.
Olsen works on Davis, tough left-hander, that won't go. Another good defensive set for Davis. Retrievers quickly up ahead. Walker goes baseline and foul on.
Really for those two.
Yanez to inbounds. Thompson for three. Ooh, in and out, no good. That would have really been a big one for the Retrievers if that could have went down, as Thompson got one of the best looks of the game for UMBC. Cross court, Hansen passes up the three. Goes by.
I'm not sure it was that present. I don't even know if it was actually there anymore.
Oh. Selena working on her trip to Hollywood, right? Gets the pass on offense now. Yanez works on ERICSON, gets to the baseline, and nice job as Yanez earns a trip. Assists for Yanez coming in her last 6 games and misses the free throw. She's on that side of the floor, right?
Absolutely. Vermont struggled the first half, and Yanez missing both.
It's hard to explain sometimes. Lead is still 15. Olsen. Gilwee back for Olsen. Good 2-man game there. Olsen gets double teamed. Good ball movement. 3-pointers good. ERICSON knocks it down from the far side.
Great ball movement. Unselfish, being able to make that extra pass. And again, confidence in each other that if I make this extra pass, you're going to knock it down.
Dump down. ERICSON for UMBC, 5'7". Redshirt sophomore from Plainfield, New Jersey. Bellamy averages 4 a game for the Retrievers. Hansen gets it over the timeline. Teams, and you always have that great player, but you can't ride them every game. It's just not going to happen. They just, other teams do things to kind of shut them down. It has to come from other places, and that's what we're seeing here today.
And that is why they are producing the way they are producing, and that also is why they're the number 2 spot. I keep leaning on that. You get to see the difference in where people fall in standings.
Again, second team foul of the quarter for UMBC. Gilwee inbounds. And Hansen avoids the double team. Lenz. Gilwee, 3. Yes.
And UMBC, they're trying to get a trap and a run through on a pass out of the trap, but Vermont is doing such a great job passing out of the trap. Somebody's always wide open.
Vermont really shooting the ball well from 3 today. It's tough to beat them as it is, but then they start really lighting it up from the outside. It makes it really tough.
For the ball against Vermont's defense.
All right, so Retrievers trigger it in. And illegals. Let's take a look. Now Bellamy moving. You gotta stop.
Did she hold her too?
Yeah, a little bit. Lenz dumps it in. Brieda. Good move inside. Can't get the shot to go, but she'll.
Body to body in the paint.
Her free throw's good. Brieda's a 5th. Also comes into today with 48 career blocks, and she makes a pair of free throws. And takes a seat. And Yasmin Ott into the Retriever lineup. So it's Ott and Bellamy in the backcourt. Just, I guess, Coach Hill looking for something different, right?
And you have to. If the people that you have starting aren't producing, you have to look for something different. Who I haven't seen in a while is Walker.
Great feed inside. Lenz with the bucket for Vermont. Yeah, we haven't seen Jaden Walker in a while. Ott. Now Bellamy, good cut by Lewis. Lewis can't get the shot away, but she's fouled. All right, so Lewis to the line. First free throw is good. % on the season from the free throw line. And she misses the second. Lands with the rebound. But here's my question, though. So if that's ERICSON digging in there, if you're the player that ERICSON's guarding, don't you have to kind of find somewhere to find yourself open?
You should be relocating so that when she tries to return to where you were, you're no longer there. That's how you get the defense moving. But UMBC's offense is pretty stagnant right now.
Rita inside, tough shot, and it goes. That's a tough shot there.
And is knocking them down. That's when you know, like, this is a great offensive game.
All right, so Yana's back in. Ott from the corner for three. That's in.
And she came in wanting to play. When she got put in last quarter, she came in looking to score, looking to make a difference. That's what you need to do when you come off the bench, particularly in a game like this.
First three-pointer of the game for UMBC. Retrievers now 1 for 9. Gilwey. Good defense by Bellamy. ERICSON opened in the corner. She knocked it down.
It's a great baseline release. You attack just where you want to attack and understand that the baseline release to the corner will always be there.
Gilwey's in double figures. She's got 10. Good movement here on offense for the Retrievers. Smaller lineup for UMBC. Here's Ott again, and her jumper from about 15 is off the front of the rim. Vermont will slow it down. Final few minutes of the third quarter. Impressive road trip for Vermont. Lenz will take the three. Side of the rim, no good. Catamounts dismantled NJIT on Thursday, and then just 48 hours later in control here on the road at UMBC. Reach-in foul on Lewis. Has been one of the most reliable offensive players for UMBC, and she does. And Jordan makes a pair. BC. All right, so that's 24, but the main thing is you got to get stops here if you're the Retrievers.
And you see Coach Hill put in 4 guards, so I'm assuming she wants pressure up on the ball, everybody flying around the court.
Davis goes down. She gets back up. Gilwey open for 3. That's no good, but a foul inside. Free throw's no good from Olsen. Like Davis kind of got
absolutely not.
Yeah, a little bit of a hook on her inside there. So Olsen makes 1 of 2. Bellamy back for Yanez. Carmen
swarming. It's because 3 Vermont players are closing in. 1, 2, and you have your dig coming from right there.
8-second differential, shot clock to game clock here in the third. Gilwey waits for the screen. Good double team by the Retrievers. Hansen tries to go.
And now they get that reset.
ERICSON gets the inbounds. Retrievers just stay with the tight knee. All nice little hesitation move by ERICSON. She can't get it to go. And time expires for the broadcast on ESPNU.
Should be a great game.
Two highest scoring teams in America East play for the men. Bryant and UMBC, so it should be a good one on Thursday night. Catamounts in control here as we start the fourth quarter. Olsen has been quiet, but it hasn't mattered here so far. She's been held to 9 through 3 quarters, but making 11, she's in double figures as she scores over Davis.
And the good thing about it is she doesn't have to do it all in this game. She's getting everybody else involved. She's taking the shots that she's been given and doing a great job.
There's Jaden Walker. She's back.
Was missing in action for a little bit in that third quarter.
Walker in double figures with 11. Retrievers, though, cannot trade baskets here in the fourth. They need a quick spurt here to get back into this one. Oh, great feed, Priaday. Olsen, layup won't go. And Olsen fouled there on that contact. Looks like she's kind of favoring her left hip. Now Walker. Sanchez off the screen from the foul line. It's good. All right, 2 straight buckets for the Retrievers as they get the offense going here in the fourth. ERICSON nearly lost the handle, but Gilwey was right there with the help. Lenz goes down the wing. Shot won't go.
Got to secure those rebounds, especially when you have a team that can knock down threes off of scrambles because of loose ball rebounds.
ERICSON knocks down another 3. She's got 15, and she's one off of her season high. She had 16 against Buffalo. Great move to the basket by Sanchez, but she couldn't finish there. After a real good offensive game against UAlbany where Sanchez scored 13, she's got just 2 here today against Vermont. Gilwey down the lane on Davis. Layup is good.
Straight line drive, especially when you have the speed against the post player that's stepping up on you.
Gilwey has 12, and she has matched her season high. She had 12 earlier this year against Providence. Walker down the lane, got pushed inside, and then couldn't finish as she got too far into the basket.
Good pass.
Oh, Lenz on the other end.
Great pass. Seeing that your team is still running, and right now you see a different energy in Vermont.
Women's sports. Jersey Mike's sub above. Elena Williams into the Retriever lineup along with Yasmin Ott and Lauren Thompson.
She got all starters out except Walker. Again, giving people an opportunity to see what they can do against top teams in the conference.
Ott hits the side of the backboard, and the Catamounts have it. Emma Hahn back in the game for the Catamounts. Lenz. I would imagine that Olsen is done for the day. Oh, nice move by Priaday inside. Kind of glance over to the Vermont bench. I think Olsen is still over at the trainer's table.
That's what it looks like. Hoping that it is nothing too major.
Walker with a good feed inside, but she couldn't finish with the left hand. That's a big concern right now if you're Vermont. Hansen on the far side. ERICSON, I thought she was going to pull the trigger there.
You know, that step back is what she has shown us she's capable of knocking down.
Hansen will shoot from 10 and knock it down.
That was easy for her. Nice little pull-up jump shot. That's a practice shot that you take every day.
Hansen with 9. 1 off her season average. Walker's 3, no good. Oh, good battle by Bellamy inside to get the rebound.
And that's what Bellamy brings. She doesn't produce a lot of points, but the hustle plays, she's always involved.
8 to shoot. Walker puts it on the floor. Ott for 3. Yes!
Ott wants to play.
End of the shot clock 3. Ott's got 8. She has a season high. At 7 against Colgate and Bryn Athen earlier this season, but she's got 8 tonight against Vermont. Good defense by Bellamy. ERICSON Tries to feed.
She kicked it out to the open three-point shooter who had confidence in taking the shot.
A couple solid possessions for the Retrievers here in the fourth. We always talk about that, Raven. Riley Donahue in the game and knocks down the three.
UMBC's coming in to shoot. Maybe all it needed was a little lineup change to shift the energy.
I was watching Riley in warm-ups, and she just has that rainbow three. Hahn's going to launch from three. That's no good. And Williams the rebound for the Retrievers. Well, some late magic here from UMBC as they've scored the last 6 on 2 threes. Walker. Good defense by Lenz. Try to feed for Williams inside. Walker gets it back. 5 to shoot. Jaden can't score, but she's going to earn.
Ice in her hand.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to be okay. Walker knocks down the first free in. And Kirsten, 5'6" sophomore from Illinois.
Every time you say it, I'm going to shout out Virginia Beach.
8-0 run for the Retrievers.
Great defense by Bellamy. Swarming everything.
Bellamy with the steal. Ramsey on the far side. Retrievers reset as we're under 4 to play here in the fourth. Good screen, and Ramsey goes to the basket. Her shot won't go, but another foul on Vermont. Nathan game where Kenya came in. She misses the first free throw. She scored 9 points the rest of the year. Second free throw is good. Make it 10.
And sometimes it's just opportunities that you get. Sometimes it's just not your night. But what you have to do is show up and give energy every time you're put on the court.
Well, here's Kirsten, gets it across the timeline as she finds Cordia, who's checked in. Nika Cordia. 3 from Hahn, no good. Retrievers keep it alive. It's an 9-0 run now for UMBC. Still a 25-point game. Ramsey misses the shot. Good rebound by Kirsten inside. And pass inside. This is Sarah Lazar in there, and Lazar gets fouled. All right, so Hahn averages 3 a game. She had 9 at Princeton. Makes the played 166 minutes, so some limited time for Vermont, but makes a couple. All right, so it's Retriever basketball.
Good take.
Nice take to the basket there by Bellamy. Well, Layla Marshall into the game for UMBC, 5'8" freshman from Detroit. Near steal by Donahue. So the young players playing it out here the last 2 minutes in this one. And you see Coach Kresge on the far side saying, run the offense.
Trying to instill in the second crew what it is to be disciplined on the offensive side when they get in, no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Floater no good by Cordia.
See if she stepped on it.
Never do that. You never do that.
Gave
right?
it away. You gotta just keep playing to it.
There's no chance I step on the sideline.
Then argue about it after.
And under 2 here. Catamounts gonna win this one. Ramsey, good take to the basket, layup. Oh, off the front of the rim, no good. Strong rebound by Liz. Here's Donahue. She loses the handle, but Ramsey's right there for it. Thompson down the lane. Can't get the shot to go, but she'll earn her first points today. Thompson's just taken 2 free throws. She's made both of them. Second attempt is good. Pressure by the Retrievers.
1 minute remains in the second half.
Kirsten gets the handoff, takes the three. That's off the rim, no good. Thompson looks to push. Marshall from 8. Off the back of the rim, no good. Out come the Catamounts. No hurry here. Lazar with the turn, a little baby hook, no good.
Both teams still playing.
Another rebound for Thompson. And this should be the last possession of the game. As Vermont trailed after the first quarter, but it's been second quarter and really
Turning back.
Gave the Catamounts a comfortable lead, and they never looked back from there here in the second half. Thompson, let's see if the Retrievers try to do anything here. No, Thompson will dribble.